Thank you for registering for the special Rehab CIC this year at SYTAR 2018. The title of the session is Interprofessional Sutras, Healthy Conversations About Pain as the Fabric That Unites. Staffan and I are your two fearless instigators that have put together a day that we know will be a lot of sharing and a lot of learning from everyone in the room. So as a community, let's go ahead and take a look at the bigger picture of how this day, though, is going to fit into the IAYT community and the larger yoga therapy picture as we go forward. As yoga therapists, we realize that we mustn't be trapped in our small view. So let's zoom out and take a much bigger look as we approach this meeting to all the many conversations that need to take place in order to properly address this challenge that all of us face, that unity factor of yoga. And together, we're going to create a day that's going to address the following concerns that all of us share. We all know too well what a large and growing problem pain is, both in the United States but throughout the world. And so we're coming together to begin to start this bigger healing conversation. And it's important to give you some context. An exciting development that's happened with IAYT is that we've had a seat offered to us with the Integrative Healthcare Providers Consortium's Task Force on Pain Management and Opioid Addiction. This is the group of integrated healthcare providers that sit alongside the American Medical Association, the American Hospital Association, and the payers, and we're helping to come up with strategies to address this challenge, and we're interfacing directly with Congress, with the White House, and presumably with the larger world organizations as well. So this is a really exciting professional development for our association. Now, obviously, as yoga therapists who think across a broad and integral nature, then I think if we look at the Sutras 2.16, which of course is the preventing current and future suffering, that we are uniquely poised to have this conversation because we, if anyone, have some sense of what this integrated challenge of pain is, but it's important that we articulate it in a way that reflects the cultures in our various countries and the various healthcare delivery systems. So this is going to be a big challenge for us. And so my charge for you is to come to this program with a sense of something to contribute and something to learn. If we can do that and then go back into each of our communities, we're going to have a very powerful effect, as well as leveraging it back across what we know are these task forces and different communications. And I think that's very, very exciting. The steps that are going to take place then is we have the CIC, we're going to share, gather perspectives and insights, and then we'll be writing a perspective piece for our own International Journal of Yoga Therapy on pain to bring the community up to speed on current pain science and how it relates to and honors and is part of the larger yoga tradition. We'll also be generating a white paper that is a short single-page paper that can be used by the public. And additionally, the IHPC's task force is going to be creating a pocket guide for physicians, and ideally this will get into physicians' hands, and when they want to share a integrative approach, they'll be able to look up all the different ones there, and one of them will be yoga therapy. So that's really exciting. Then from that, of course, is going to be your own grassroots work at home. That's going to be so key. So your participation, your learning, you're going to be able to go back and start to leverage and scale that in your communities and in your various professions. And so we're really excited about what this day is going to model for us. Now, the big thing is nobody knows how to do this. So caution, look out. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to have a fun day. And with that knowledge that we don't know how to do it, we have brought together some fine faculty or leaders or participators. And so there's myself as the moderator. From the physical therapy role, we'll have Lori Rubenstein-Fazio, who's doing some amazing work out in California. The occupational therapist role will be Arlene Schmidt, one of our keynote addresses this particular SYTAR, but doing fantastic research work for us. The somatic practitioner will be our own Staffan Elgalid, who, in addition to being a PT and a yoga therapist, is also a guild-certified Feldenkrais practitioner. From the traditional medical doctor's role, we have our very own board member, Baxter Bell. And Baxter, if you haven't met him before, he's got a wonderful way of tying the worlds together. And then we're very, very privileged to have brought in from all the way from India, Yogacarya Dr. Ananda Bhavanani, who, as you can see by his pedigree, is that person that I think is going to let us sense and feel that deeper practice of what we do as our yoga therapy roles, but also then from a more international view as well. And finally, we've got an integrative administrator, which is kind of a funny title, but our own Kelly Maples Bethel, amazing lady who's currently on the credentialing committee for IYT, but a PT and doing just incredible work out in Maryland, is going to be talking about how do you juggle all this amongst administrations. And she's been spending a lot of time doing that, and I think she still has a little bit of hair on her head. So it'll be fun to learn from her. Our agenda is going to be a busy day. We're going to go through a series of different activities. You can pause the tape and read through this if you want, but lots of movement between groups and learning and gathering information. It's not going to be the faculty sitting up there droning on and on about their particular expertise, because we're all showing up as learners in this event. So the day is going to fly fast, and we're going to have a lot of great new friends as we adjourn at the end of the day to head off into the full SYTAR experience. So Stefan and I are really pumped about what this is going to bring for us. And so what do you need to bring? Well, we ask that you bring an open mind and your open hearts to realize that none of us know how to do this, and we're approaching this in a spirit and a sense of the yoga to step up and learn and discover together. We need you there at 0900. Because of the way the day's set up, we really can't do drop-ins, so please remember it's an all-day session, and if you didn't realize that and can't make it, then you need to switch out your CIC, because we're just not going to be able to take people dropping in after missing earlier parts of the formation. And then also bring your business cards, because you're going to meet a whole bunch of new friends. You want to stay connected, so be sure you have those along with you. And we're going to see you in Reston not too long from now. So thanks again for registering, and can't wait to see everyone in the SYTAR 2018 Reston, Virginia.